According to a survey conducted by National Statistical Office NSO, 38% of children in Malawi are involved in child labor. This situation is due to high poverty levels, poor institutional and regulatory structures, and inadequate sensitization on the dangers of child labor. With this background, Total Land Care TLC, Creative Center for Community Mobilization CRECCOM, and Youth Need and Counselling YONECO have been implementing Clear 2 project with the overall goal of contributing towards elimination of hazardous child labor in tobacco growing areas in Malawi. The project, which is being funded by Elimination of Child Labour in Tobacco Growing Foundation (ECLT), is implemented in the districts of Mchinji, Ntchisi, and Rumphi. Continuing with joint monitoring of Clear 2 project activities conducted in Rumphi district, Clear partners and government departments, together with tobacco companies, conducted a joint monitoring visit to Mchinji district, where Clear project interventions were appreciated.
I should thank you guys for the good job you are doing out there. It's a very wonderful job.
I hope we are on the right track.
I have noticed that there is good harmonization between district teams and community members.
Under the Clear 2 project, literacy and numeracy boost centers have been established in 6 schools and were among the activities that were monitored. The Clear partners saw children who are improving in their literacy and numerical skills.
26 letters: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Head teacher for Lomba Primary School says on average, the reading ability of pupils from standard 1 to 4 has increased by 65%.
The Clear 2 project is assisting us with farming inputs and even helping the vulnerable children by providing them with materials. And also it has trained camp leaders who teach in learning centers, that is literacy and numeracy learning centers.
In a bid to increase school enrollment and retention rates, Clear carried out homegrown school feeding programs in the 4 schools in the last growing season. During the visit, the implementing partners saw that there is a commitment by community leaders to improve land to cultivate crops for feeding program. Through this feeding program, there is proof that more children are going back and staying in school, and enrollment of pupils in schools has increased.
One of the good outcomes is that we now have a lot of children enrolled in schools, meaning to say that the number has increased and they are doing well in class compared to the days when we are not cooking porridge.
In the cost, for example, the enrollment was about 740. This time, because of these interventions, the enrollment has increased up to 1,028.
After they have withdrawn children from child labor, the trained workers and professionals are playing a crucial role in providing psychosocial support to children through Children Corner Centers, where PSS counseling is provided. Through the Clear 2 project, youths have been trained in theatre for development so that they sensitize farmers on child labor and raising awareness on the hazardous list.
Since we started working with CRE, 17 children have been rescued from different estates. Some have enrolled in primary and others in secondary schools. In Tobago estates, we rescued 2 children. 4 were rescued from Kulobwe and the rest were school dropouts just staying in the village and were sent back to school.
Through their campaigns, the youths have managed to identify and withdraw some of the children from hazardous child labor and being able to identify the legally working children for safety work. Through the CLEAR project, farmers have benefited with the support given in irrigation farming. Farmers have been supported with 25 treadle pumps to ease their farming work.
I was one of the lucky people to receive a treadle pump from Total Land Care. With it, I started irrigation farming, which has seen me managing to pay school fees for my first and my second-born children. The second-born child completed school and is now working with National Bank of Malawi in Lilongwe.
With the irrigation initiative, household income have tremendously been increased. A good example is Sunama irrigation scheme, where 33 communities have raised 1,120,000 from irrigation farming.
I have benefited a lot from the money that I acquire through selling my crops. I bought a goat and I managed to send my children to school as well as taking care of them at home, although I am a single man.
Through this irrigation farming, parents are able to feed and give support to their children, as most of them have been now withdrawn from child labor and gone back to school.
Because I am a single mother and I was facing a lot of challenges in raising my child, we decided she drops out of school. I then decided to meet with the chair, who advised that I had made a bad decision as a parent. I later joined the group and things are well for me. My child has now gone back to school.
During the monitoring visits, the CLEAR partners also witnessed the new development where farmers are given solar pumps for their farming activities. At the end of the visit, community members prepared some of the activities which they conduct during CLEAR project campaigns. The mission team saw children taking a leading role in drama, where issues of violence against children were raised. Youths were among the performed groups where the mission team saw good performing skills in drama. Lastly, the youths had to perform their cultural Central Region Gule Wankuru dance, which attracted more people during the event. The participation of the community leaders in the event was an evidence that there is good coordination and collaboration among implementing partners and community leaders at community level. On the second and third day of the visit, the partners had a briefing meeting in discussing the experiences made during the field visit. It was proved that partners were very much impressed with how the visit was coordinated and how the CLEAR project is progressing both at community and district level.
Thank you guys for everything that we are doing out there, because we as tobacco companies were selected because we just target our farmers. So with this coordination, it's just perfect. We are working as a team.
We just want to thank you so much for involving us, and we hope to continue working with you guys because we all have the same interest, and that is to enhance the welfare of people in as much as child rights and protection is concerned. Thank you so much.
As usual, thanking you very much for actually including us on this important meeting. Actually, this is very commendable, very much. Actually, if we are to continue collaborating like this, definitely we will have something that will be sustainable to the farmers.
Andrew Namankoma is ECLT consultant under CLEAR 2 project, and he explains his experience on the visit.
I'm satisfied that things are really moving on very well, and especially that we are into almost the final year. I think a lot is happening on the ground, and it's really showing that if we sit down and document properly what has happened, I think we are able to get a few impacts that are taking place right now.
Although there are more successes in the implementation of CLEAR 2 project, challenges are also there for the implementing partners to look into.
There are a number of areas that needs to be improved on: coordination issues, documentation, as I've already mentioned, that if we work on documentation component, we'll be able to get something better. So there are, of course, the gaps on documentation.
Namankoma said he is seeing a future after CLEAR 2 is phasing out.
There is a future, and I think it would be better if we could move into CLEAR 3, resources permitting, because what has started now, what was done in CLEAR 1 and what has been done in CLEAR 2, which was a bridge project between CLEAR 1 and the next phase, if we can easily build on that. So I think what I see is that there are a lot of children, there are a lot of women, there are a lot of men that needs to be supported through such a kind of a project like CLEAR 3.
The joint monitoring visit was a success, as implementing partners appreciated some of the activities in CLEAR 2 project, although there was limited time that made it difficult for the team to travel to different venues. However, the major challenge in the project is being underreported and poor documentation of the issues that are happening at community level.